1.67 lakh street vendors have been supported by Bank of Maharashtra, and well done on that as well. Today, as a part of this program, I think we saw quite a few initiatives which are new business and non-business initiatives as well, which have been highlighted. I don't need to repeat them, but very well you need to keep coming up with newer and newer schemes or portfolios or banking and non-banking activities. I wish you well on all of them. So the initiatives that you've taken are very heartening, particularly as regards the bank branch network expansion that you've done. It's heartening to know that today more than 55% of your branches are outside Maharashtra. That is where I began by saying a bank which is regional, perceived to be regional, perceived to be very identified with the province, performing extremely well and giving a good run for the public sector, other public sector banks, is so very good a news. I would also say even better news for me is for such a performance also to accrue to you from your spread of branches outside of Maharashtra. You need to be present in Maharashtra. Your identity is so close to the state of Maharashtra. But being a public sector bank, your expansion outside is very praiseworthy, 55%, and also making sure that they are performing up to your standards. Such diversification reduces concentration risk, strengthens resilience, and enables the bank to serve a wider spectrum of customers. And also the establishment of your first international banking unit at Gift City opens up the world for you. The bank has recorded its first ever international business in its balance sheet this year itself, and that's a very good start. And I appreciate the bank's board for being strongly future-looking. And also I commend the bank's role in financing projects of national importance. The Eastern Rajasthan Canal project is a very important step in this direction, and I appreciate the bank by moving forward in taking up such accounts. Also, the strategic co-lending agreements with several NBFCs stand out if you look at the performance of Bank of Maharashtra. As I said earlier in one of the symposiums which was held about NBFCs in Delhi, a deeper institutionalized collaboration between NBFCs and public sector banks are required. I had said this in that symposium. And public sector banks are needed to engage proactively with NBFCs on co-lending, particularly for priority sector lending. So these partnerships help enhance credit flow to the underserved sectors, ensuring that funds reach the ultimate beneficiaries at an affordable cost. So it is very encouraging to learn that Bank of Maharashtra's business through co-lending has grown more than 15 times, reaching 3,175 crores in the year 24-25. That's an immense performance. And I appreciate once again the bank's board for having taken this courageous and absolutely purpose-serving step, and you've done very well on that as well. I'm also pleased to note Bank of Maharashtra is leveraging digital footprints such as UPI to extend cash flow-based lending to MSMEs. True digital transformation through the introduction, today I can see, of advanced new products, including its cutting-edge mobile app, Zen Life. So the next decade will be very crucial as this bank will mark its centenary celebrations. As you look to the future, to build your legacy, it is important to remember the financial institutions play a crucial role in the national infrastructure building and the efforts which go towards it, particularly for MSME enterprises. So as India's economy grows, so does the demand for credit and innovative financial products and capital expenditure. So financial institutions like Bank of Maharashtra therefore must maintain strong balance sheets to fund significant investments in infrastructure, industry, and also in innovation. With the uncertainty remaining a defining feature of the global landscape, the role of banks become even more critical, not just as custodians of savings, but also of engines of growth, providing the finance and support that businesses and entrepreneurs need to navigate volatility, seize the opportunity, and also drive innovation. Even as we speak about everything that we are doing and doing well, the one principle that we can never forget to mention or to adhere to is adhere to the core principle. And that core principle is customer trust. That's the foundation to any banking. Every complaint must be seen as an opportunity to improve rather than a gripe. It is an opportunity to improve, to innovate, and also to reinforce the trust in the minds of the customers. Grievance redressal must go hand in hand with root cause analysis, systemic corrections in products, processes, and conduct, and a commitment to ensure the same complaint does not arise again. And particularly when we repeatedly speak about our youth dividend, the population dividend that we have in terms of younger generation leading us, and their numbers in the productive years being very high, it is important that banks really win their trust, retain their trust, and serve their confidence, so that that is what is going to be your centenary years foundation, if you ask me. So technology will have to be part of this serving the customer. Even the Honorable Prime Minister, while talking about the GST's next gen reforms, said, Nagarik Devo Bhava. All of us in this country have repeatedly heard Atiti Devo Bhava. But today, Nagarik Devo Bhava, whether it is tax policy or banking service, I would think it's imperative for all of us to look at how best we can be nimble-footed to address our Nagarik's requirements. The success, of course, of UPI shows what interoperability can achieve. A recent IMF note highlights the potential of UPI's interoperable design as a model for the entire world. So I think it is for us to innovate and look at where the use case driven collaborative efforts can make banking far more technology driven, and that will also seize the imagination of the young clients that you would have. However, it is important that digitalization alone is not enough. Integrity, empathy, and human judgment remain irreplaceable. However much we talk about technology, I think it's important for us not to lose that human judgment and that advantage human intervention, human empathy can give in our banking service. So in conclusion, inauguration of this corporate office is not just about bricks and mortar. It symbolizes the strength and the institutional capacity that you have, strategic clarity that you provide, and cultural confidence that is needed to compete at the highest level. So I wish the bank all the very best for the centenary year and many more centuries that you can make in serving India's banking sector and also India's march towards Vikasit Bharat 2047. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam, for inspiring all of us with your valuable words and for your best wishes. Thank you so much. Means a lot, ma'am. Your words truly remind us that banking is not just about transactions, it is about transformations. We once again take this opportunity of thanking you, ma'am, for gracing this occasion with your valuable presence. Thank you, sir, for joining us here today. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of the celebration of 91 years. We celebrate the foundation